Hey everybody, welcome to Mismatch Readers Club. I am Eliza and I am here with Hannah.
Hello.
We are so fucking tired today. The live stream was last night, so to everyone that joined us,
Thank you. It was very fun and very kind of unhinged.
Yeah, it was so much fun, but damn if we're not tired today.
Yeah, I think we're purely tired also because the other thing was we had the hotel room. We both had separate queen-size beds.
Glorious.
Which meant Eliza was not harassed by – well, harass is probably like a rude word to use in that situation, but like you didn't have children or partner.
Yeah.
And I didn't have –
I wasn't being auditorially assaulted all night.
Yeah, I didn't have partner. So it was like both of us starfished in the bed. And we got off of that live stream at what, like 9:30?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, 9:30.
By 10:30 we were asleep.
Yeah, we both had showers and then we laid in bed, talked for a little bit, and I think I was halfway through a sentence. I just rolled over and went to sleep.
Oh, I feel like we stopped talking for like 2 minutes and then I opened my eyes and it was 5 a.m.
Yeah. It was bliss. And there's a big, big shower with like a big rainfall shower head.
It was great.
And I kept accidentally having to shower in the dark because you were in the room. Like Eliza was like in
I
the
was
main part of the hotel
fiddling with the
room.
lights, trying to figure out how to best light the room for us to just relax. And inadvertently kept turning the lights off in the bathroom.
And I just kept getting out of the shower and turning them back on. And then I think the last time you did it, I was like, I'm just going to turn the mirror light on. So it was like kind of very soft lighting in there. And I was like, I could stay in the shower forever. Yeah, so it was very good. And then we had the grand plans. We had grand plans this morning that we were going to get up and we are going to go out for breakfast and then we are going to book crawl all over
the city
and we were going to film content while we were doing it. And we went out for a delicious breakfast. It was very yummy. And then we went into the mall and so rapidly ran out of energy.
Yeah.
So rapidly. It was like, yes, we've had a coffee and some food and we're all good. And then it was like by the time we walked up to the mall, it was like, well, I could do it now.
Yeah, the willpower to bookshop right now has disappeared.
Couldn't be. I mean, I was like, oh, I don't have any willpower to bookshop. And then I was like, what if I bought 6 books?
Yeah, I was like, you went into a Fugue State and just purchased. I bought 4. I bought 3 at Dimex using the gift voucher that you got me for my birthday, and then 1 at Imprints.
Yes. Should we say what we bought?
Yes.
I've forgotten what I bought, but I'll just go get my
Jesus
books.
Christ.
Well, I've got the memory of a goldfish and ADHD.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Hopefully that grunt didn't get picked up while I'm trying to pick that up. No, that definitely did.
Slightly, yes.
We also went to 3 of Cups
Tea house,
which was so cute. I got a little
I could have spent many dollars
there.
Oh
my God, I had to be so restrained. I got myself some cute stickers and then I got my partner a little PCB coaster map of Adelaide because he loves maps. And this is computer parts, isn't it? Of some kind, I think.
Let me see.
Like
maybe
it looks computer part. Like it kind of looks like a floppy disk, but it's got a map of Adelaide on it. It's really cute.
Mm.
I did buy 6 books. Fuck me. All right. Oh, and we went to Milligram and I was going to buy just a clip for my journal. And instead I bought some incense because Eliza was like, this smells nice.
It did. It smelled so good.
It did. It was nice.
If I'd seen a price for those like scented volcanic rocks, I maybe would have purchased them, but there was no price and I wasn't game enough to take it to the register and then maybe have to do the awkward, oh, that's more than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to buy that.
Is that, you mean that's how I got addicted to buying the bag of matcha that cost me $90? Because it's like the cafe near us, which is so nice. And the like people who work there are really cute and they let me put up flyers for the podcast.
Yeah.
Which was nice. But,
then you're obligated to purchase from
Obligated. But like I went there and I was looking for matcha powder for home and they had like a big 500-gram bag. And I was like, oh, great, I'll just buy that. And then I went up and like paid and it was like a matcha and 2 coffees. And she was like, that'll be $105. And I was like,
pardon?
And it was too late for me to be like, oh no, I don't want to pay an amount of money. So I bought it.
How many serves do you get out of the bag?
It lasts me for 3 months, which is pretty cool.
Honestly,
roughly 3 months.
That's not too bad, but it's
expensive. But the problem is that I was like, well, that's too expensive, so I'm going to not buy it anymore. And then I tried a bunch of different other matcha powders, and I was like, well, unfortunately, this is the best one, so I'm just going to have to go back and fucking get it.
That's the worst.
So I'm on my 3rd bag.
Yeah, $30 a month though for matcha at home isn't bad though. Let's be real.
Well, it also saves me from buying matcha in the city, which is so hit and miss, or coffee in the city. Like I only now buy coffee. If you're not in, I don't get a coffee when I'm at work.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's saving me money in the long run, I think. Don't know how that maths works, but anyway. All right.
Go maths. All right, you go first.
I got Lack by Cecilia Knapp. I also, obviously, we talked about it on the live stream yesterday, but I feel like I'm losing my credibility as a litfic reader. So I was like, I've got to buy one litfic book while I'm at Dimmicks or I'm going to lose my mind. So I got, Lack by Cecilia Knapp, which is blurbed by Eliza Clark, who is an author I really like. It's about a woman who...
she wrote Boy Parts and something else that you recommended to me.
Penance.
Penance, that's it.
Penance is good. It's based on a British true crime. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's told from the point of view, I think, of someone who was writing like a true crime investigative piece.
Yeah, because I've got it, I'm pretty sure, on my Kindle.
Yeah, it's good. I'm probably like halfway through it. But yeah, it's good. But this one is about like a woman who all of her friends are having babies, and then she kind of doesn't want a baby, and then there's also like her kind of dealing with all of this other stuff that has happened to her. That was a really bad view, but I like the cover and it sounds very good, and it's also quite slim.
Yeah, it looks like
260 pages.
Delightful.
Then I bought John of John by Douglas Stewart, which is my pick to win the Booker. I'm not going to read the blurb. It's sad and Irish and about an art student, so it sounds really good. Then I bought Clockwork Boys, which is the first in the Clockator series by T. Kingfisher. And this is, if I'm correct, God, I hope I am. It is. It's set in the same world as the Paladins.
Yeah.
The Saint of Steel series. It's like in the world of the White Rat, which also the Daggerbound and Swordheart are as well.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then I got Rotten Heart by Kat Dunn. And can I say, this was such a this is a real wild card, because I read Kat Dunn's other book, which is Hungerstone.
Yeah.
Which is a sapphic retelling of Dracula? No. Something vampire-y.
Yeah.
Can't remember which one it is. Fuck. Anyway, this is a sapphic retelling of Hamlet.
Oh, interesting.
Which I think will be good. But like, I loved Hungerstone. It was so fun. It's not a good book. Like, that's the thing. It's like, you know, when you're reading it and you're like, this isn't a good book, but I'm having a ball in this bitch.
Yeah. That's
how it was. I read it in like a fever dream, in a heat wave.
Love that.
In the middle of the night. And I was like, hee hee hee. Yay, she killed her husband. What book was that based off of?
Macbeth?
No, you know what? I'll look it up in a minute. Then I also bought Wolfworm by T. Kingfisher, which is one of her horror novels.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that one. And then I bought, that was everything I bought from Dimmicks. And then I bought from Imprint, I bought Presence, A Hidden History of the Female Body by Erin McGlack, which combines memoir with fragments found in archives, medical texts, trial transcripts, legal treatises, prayer books, letters and diaries. Erin McGlack assembles a chorus of women's voices from the pre-modern past. We encounter a vanished world both strikingly recognisable and strange, when ideas of the female body, sexuality, work and pleasure were more varied, more unruly and sometimes freer. This is the invisible history of the female body, working, desiring, caring and birthing. So I think that'll be interesting.
Sounds very up your alley.
It really does. I think when Emma and I went and bought our last book club book from Imprints, I saw it there and Emma was like, yeah, that does sound very you to read. So yeah, that was all of my books. Didn't think I would buy that many, but anyway, I have to find out what Hungerstone is based on. This
okay, well, I'll run through what I got while you look that up. I first grabbed Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldry. It's the second book to
Legends and
Lattes. And it does actually follow the same characters by the looks of it. I don't know if it's like a prequel or a sequel or what's going on, but it does follow the same main character, so I'm intrigued And I enjoyed Legends and Lattes. Like, wasn't like blown away by it.
You read that last month, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it enough to be like, yeah,
Yep.
I'll keep reading.
Yeah, cute.
For like a nice, easy, cozy read.
Love.
I then grabbed Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo because I have not read Shadow and Bone or Six of Crows. I've watched the show, still upset that it was canned.
I'm never going to get over it, to be honest.
I know. Because it was well done.
It was well done. Consider it was
like, I don't know how it compares to like adapting the book.
It's very different because Six of Crows is the crows are not in any way kind of attached to the Darkling or Alina.
Yeah.
So that they've kind of blended both of her book series together in that.
Because it's all part of the same universe.
Yeah, but it was done really well,
Yeah.
I thought. Because I've read Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and I thought that they had done really, really good.
Yeah.
Had done really good. Can I fucking talk?
No, we have done nothing but talk for about 24 straight hours, aside from while we were sleeping.
And I love to talk and yap and everything. I can't wait for silence.
A bitch is tired.
Yeah, I'm praying for peace.
Did you find out what Hunger Stone is about?
Yeah, it's based off of Camilla, which is Camilla was Sheridan Le Fanu, I think, wrote it, and I think it was before Dracula, and it was about like the idea of the femme fatale vampire comes from Camilla.
Cool. Gotcha.
Which I read ages ago. I think I read Camilla like post Twilight, like deep teenage vampire obsession.
Wow.
Yeah, it honked. And it was like Hunger Stone was good. It was like Kat Dunn clearly has found what she does well, which is lesbian retellings of classics. And she clearly enjoys it. So it's just like they're just good fun reads.
Yeah. Did you also see so the next one I grabbed was Thistlemarsh by I'm gonna say Maria?
Yeah, Maria
Corrigan. This looked really cute. It's set in like post World War One. Our main character inherits an estate in the English countryside. And there's like fairy kingdoms and fairy bargains and all that kind of stuff involved. It sounds really cute. Also, did you see who it's wait.
Oh my God, blurbed by Bridget Knightley.
Yeah.
Bridget Knightley of The Dearly Beloved.
Yeah.
My current favourite book series. Fuck that honk. Sorry that everyone had to listen to me talk about Harry Potter fan fiction last night, which like I generally don't want to be associated with that or that woman, but I've got to say, Dearly Beloved whipped. Actually, I'm not going to talk about it again because I spoke about it for like an hour last night. And Eliza and I had an hour long deep
prior to it. Yeah. But yeah, look.
It looks cute. The cover's beautiful as well.
It's a beautiful cover.
Beautiful.
And then the last book, which is what I picked up at Imprints, is called The Dungeon Book, as told by Cornelius the Skull by Gareth Hanrahan.
I do need to take a photo of that because I want to, I do want to buy this.
It sounds a little bit batshit.
Yeah.
But I love a good batshit.
A girl sold by goblins or something?
Yeah, a girl raised by goblins. A girl stolen from her cot by a dragon, handed over to the monstrous denizens of the dungeon beneath the sorcerer's tower. She grows up in the dark. Goblins are her adopted family. A vengeful minotaur, her protector.
Love that.
A sentient skull, her tutor. And a faithful blob of corridor slime, her main source of nutrition.
Yummy.
Like, it just sounds...
It sounds kind of silly, but in a good way. But also, like, it sounds kind of like...
unhinged.
It sounds like a changeling story.
Yeah.
Because I love any chance to talk about it, but Thornhenge, which is the T. Kingfisher retelling of Sleeping Beauty, that's a changeling story.
Yeah.
The fairy godmother is a changeling, and essentially, she gets stolen, and then she has to go out of fairy and be the godmother to the baby that was like herself, essentially.
Interesting.
Because it's all about time moving differently in fairy and stuff like that. And in the book, spoilers, but it's like a 100-page book and it came out a few years ago. The villain is the Sleeping Beauty.
Interesting.
It was a really cool retelling.
What kind of really got me was it's blurbed by R.J. Barker, who wrote the Bone Ships series. And I think I have a book by R.J. Barker on my shelf somewhere.
Heard of that.
I've heard of the Bone Ships series and I've heard of R.J. Barker, but his quote is, "Will delight anyone who's ever been brave enough to roll the dice and delve a dungeon."
Sold.
Yeah, I was like, cool. And like, it's a really fun looking cover.
Yeah, I like the cover actually.
So that's what I picked up. It's not often that I buy less.
Often Eliza's more restrained than I am when it comes to buying books, but
I am constantly haunted by the sheer number of unread books on my shelves, and I just don't have the energy to. I'm not seeing like a whole lot of stuff that I want to buy.
No,
at the moment.
I think as well, like not a lot of. I think that's probably why I'm reading a lot more fantasy at the moment as well. Not a lot of lit fic stuff is like particularly kind of calling to me to read at the moment. Like and also I think as well, it's the books that are now out. I feel like I've been seeing them hyped for a really long time because their Australian release was like a bit later type of thing. So it's like, oh, I've kind of seen them already. I don't know if I want to read them and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just more reading for like sheer vibes
enjoyment
at the moment. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get back to that point eventually.
Yeah.
Like that Presents book I bought is the first, like that sounds really interesting and I'd like to read that because I haven't read a lot of nonfiction recently. Like I was showing Eliza my Storygraph stats last night and they are wildly different to what they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like my top genre is fantasy. My second is romance, which I think is all of the fantasy and romances. It's all the T. Kingfisher books.
Yeah.
And I'm at like 65 or 70% fiction for the year and like 30 to 35 nonfiction. And I'm normally a 50-50 split or slightly more nonfiction. So
we're changing her slowly, fellas.
Fellas, it's not going to last. Maybe. It's going to last. There's a new T. Kingfisher book coming out at the end of the month. And then there's The Knave and the Moon. Mm-hmm. No, The Knave and the Moon.
The Knave and the Moon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to be that. We should buddy read that.
Yeah, we will. We will. Let's not act like we're not both going to be immediately starting it as soon as it's in our grubby little hands.
Kaiser, do you? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to introduce Kaiser and he's clearly fucked off about it. Anyway, producer Kaiser is here bloody menace.
You right with your twitchy leg there?
The Name and the Moth pre-order. Although I might get it just on my Kobo because I bought the really nice copy of The Night and the Moth with the sprayed edges.
Yeah.
And in paperback. So I think I would want them to match.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I've got the like initial release in like the bigger paperback size, so.
Oh, that's nice.
I will probably I have got it on pre-order for release day.
Did you get it the Fairy Loot one?
The Fairy Loot Knave and the Moon, yes.
Yeah.
That won't be out till December.
Devastating.
That's fine.
Wait, publish date 1st of September? I thought it was the 4th.
No, it's the 1st, my friend.
I thought it was on my mother's birthday.
Nope, it is.
Whoop.
Because the 1st of September is the Tuesday, I believe. Yeah.
All right. Well, I might buy it on my Kobo and wait a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's cute. All right.
I'm excited.
Fun.
I guarantee I will have that book read in 2 days flat. I will do nothing but sit and read that book.
Yeah, I do think it'll be a quick one for me because I won't want to.
That may well be a convenient sick day. The day after that comes out. If I'm not at work, you know why.
Tuesdays are a bad day for me to have sick. Like I had sick this week on Tuesday. I cannot string a sentence together today. I had Tuesday off sick this week and most of the week off sick. But yeah, Tuesday's bad because Tuesday is our big meeting day.
Yeah,
so it's like I can't do unless I maybe like pretend to be paying attention and have my Kobo up on my desk while I'm in meetings. But like I don't think that's going to work. I might take a long lunch. We'll see how we go. Anyway.
Yeah, especially because your leadership runs into like later.
So late.
Why? Why is it so late? Why not have it at 10 a.m.?
Because we have
meetings.
team meeting and staff meeting on those days. So
I know, but it would be just so much more convenient if that was first up.
Yeah, so much. It would be so good. But they've been doing it that way for like 6 or 7 years now, so I don't think they're going to change just because I want to have Tuesday afternoons off.
Rude.
But that's fine. We will cope.
The world won't end.
The world won't end.
We'll both be reading it Tuesday evening and Wednesday evening and then screaming at each other.
Oh, yeah. Kaiser?
Her text message. Do you mind, dog?
Do you? Okay. You're all good.
Should we talk a little more about the live stream? I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
what else there is to say about it, to be fair.
No, it was very fun.
Yeah.
We actually kind of had more things planned. We were going to do the 1-star review game, and then we were going to describe a book's plot badly and try
Not that we did any real research for that. So
No, I was going to off the dome that one.
Yeah.
Because I thought that would be funnier than trying to work it out.
And like we've got our questions wheel, which is like we could have spun some more reader questionnaire questions and done that. But it honestly, the 1-star review thing went so much longer than I thought it was going
Also,
to.
'cause it was really nice as well because I think we were both a bit worried that like no one would tune in. But it was like it's all people that we know who tuned in. And they tuned in and it was like fun and interactive in the little chat thing on Patreon. I think as well also Patreon saves the recording. So like if you didn't, you can go back and watch the live stream. In saying that though, it fully in the hotel room, we couldn't it was a bit hard to work out where to sit. So it definitely looked a bit like a hostage situation because we were against the wall. Or the curtain, sorry, and in like 2 chairs. So yeah, it was a bit it did look a little bit hostagey, but it was also when we got there, we were like setting up and we had the camera all like we're doing all the tech stuff essentially. And then Eliza was like, oh, we should get it. Oh no, I said we should get a coffee. So Eliza ordered like a room service coffee, and then the guy came in to like put it on the table for us. It was very bougie, and he came in and we just had like a camera, mics, and laptops everywhere. And I was like, oh, he thinks that we're shooting porn.
Oh yeah,
because we had it up on the big TV as well. So it was just a bit.
There we go.
Woohoo! Yeah, it did record, and it did. Maybe we should download a copy. Yep. Yeah, so it did record, so it'll be up on the Patreon probably today.
It will be up there later today because
Yeah.
I'm going to sort it out. And
so yeah, it was really fun. We had lots of like It was also like cute to see kind of our reading friends interact with each other and stuff. I thought.
Yeah, because
really
I mean,
nice.
if you think about it, like probably Brooke and Mitch, don't really know. Like Emma and Jess know each other.
Yeah.
But like Brooke and Mitch don't know either of them.
No.
So it was kind of fun to see the back and forth between them.
Yeah, it was good. And also Mitch coming in really clutch with
Oh God, Mitch's movie knowledge was
incredible.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Yeah. And then like Emma was there was lots of like good chat about, even though I was like, I'm not taking part of this because I hate that author. There was a lot of chat about Sarah J. Maas. And also I did agree. I did end up agreeing and saying like, because Jess was saying that like A Court of Thorn and Roses was what got her back into reading. And it's like, yeah, like I understand that happened for a lot of people, I think, where it kind of got them back into reading. So I don't begrudge people that. I just don't like Sarah J. Maas, which I've said 100 times.
Yeah,
and I also said I wasn't going to talk about
times.
her I'm actually currently I'm going to take it off of what we're going to talk about today. But yeah, it was really fun. I think live streams, it was good. In saying that though, if we didn't get that coffee, we would have. Yeah, we would have been. We were so flat when we got there. Eliza had worked all day, and I have been off work sick for 3 days because of ovarian cyst rupturing. So I've been in like a painkiller fugue state, and we were so flat. And then we had that coffee, and we got chippies and pizza, and we really rallied.
Oh yeah.
Also, by complete coincidence, we wore the exact same outfit.
That's fine.
Which is fine. We dress... I was going to say we dress similarly, but not really. I think we're just old emos, so we have a lot of... our comfy clothes are very similar, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were comfy. It was really fun. I had a good time. I'm watching Eliza. I'm just kind of like filling time. I'm watching Eliza upload the page.
I don't know why I'm doing it right now. Like it's really not that serious. So I will leave it. I was just like, I wanted to see if it was there, and then I'm like, oh, just see if I can post it quickly now. And
we'll focus on what we're doing. Should we
focus on the fact that we're like actively recording
we're
right
actively
now?
Recording at the moment.
That's fine.
Should we get on to the theme?
Yes, the anti-TBR.
We're being haters today.
Yeah, and look, this is very much off the dome for us because neither of us have had the mental fortitude to write notes for this.
That's pretty normal for us, though. I think, well, actually, no, you're a bit better at taking notes, but if I take notes for things, I feel like I overthink it.
Yeah.
So I just I do off the dome quite a bit.
I think it depends on what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I am like, if I'm put on the spot, sometimes I'm like, no thoughts, head empty.
Oh, yeah. Not a single thought between the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, huh? What?
Like, I don't have capacity for off the cuff thought at this point in time.
Fair.
So I was like, I need to have something prepped for this one. I got nothing. I've got like 3 things on my list of things that I won't because we're not just covering books here. We're going to cover books, music, TV and movies just to give us a little bit more pull. But unfortunately for me, I am always willing to give anything a try.
Yeah, I think you're a bit more of an open-minded reader than I am, whereas I'm just kind of like, nah, I don't want to read that. And I am also a Taurus and very stubborn. So if I decide that I'm not going to read something, I will stubbornly not do it.
Yeah, see, I get snippy when people like, my refusal comes from like more of a defiance perspective. When everyone, like, that's why I avoided Heated Rivalry for so long.
Yeah, and then we watched it and it fucking honked.
Because when someone's like, when something is super popular, or everyone's like, oh, you need to watch this, you need to read this, you need to consume this because it's the best. I'm just like, well,
you're a contrarian. That's genuinely, that is a bit how I feel about the person who I just said I wasn't going to talk about, Sarah J. Maas. But I feel a bit like that. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, it's the best. You've got to read it. Everyone's got to read it. It's so good. And then I read it and I'm like, I'm being gaslit by these people. So now I'm just kind of like, well, no, I'm not reading it. So yeah, that's a bit.
And that's fair enough.
And that's fair. That's all good. Do you want to start with what you're not going to read? I keep I'm sure you've noticed it. I keep touching my screen, expecting it to be a touch screen because my work laptop is a touch screen. So I go to like scroll on it, but then my personal laptop, which I use for podcast stuff, is not a touch screen.
I don't even know why I'm scrolling down to mine. I know it's on the list. Look, let's be real. Like, books-wise, there's not too much that I don't think I would ever read. There are a couple of series that are out that I'm just like, I just don't have any interest in reading them. And they're all YA series.
Yeah.
And everything I've seen about the series, I'm just like, I feel like I'm too far into my reading journey to be able to enjoy them now, if that makes sense.
It does, because like I feel like I was going to say like YA in general, I'm not super interested in reading anymore, and I think it's just because I've kind of aged out of it. I think it can be so good, but it's just not what I want to read anymore.
Certain YA stuff is fine. Like, I'll happily read books that have no explicit scenes, no this, no that. I mean, the book I just read, Hopeless Necromantic, doesn't really have any sex scenes in it. There is a lot of swearing, which is probably why it's not YA. But like, as far as like its explicitness goes, it is essentially YA.
Yeah.
But yeah, the books I'm talking about are the Shatter Me series by Tahira Murphy. Tahira Murphy.
Never heard of it.
You would honestly probably recognize the books.
Dun, dun, dun.
They all have an eye on them.
Wait.
There's
fuck, that's an ugly cover.
Yeah.
Christ.
They're very like, it feels very like 2008 coded. They just, and like, I know they're supposed to be pretty good. They just don't interest me. And then the other ones are both by Stephanie Garber. So she wrote Once Upon a Broken Heart and Caraval. And
they've both come up when I'm looking up Shatter Me. They've both come up.
Yeah. And again, neither of them interest me.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound.
I'm just like,
meh. Nah, it sounds a bit meh.
And there was something that I saw earlier today that I was like, yeah, I would never read that either, and I don't remember what it was. So that's really helpful. I just think, there's a lot of YA stuff that I've like grown out of. I think certain things can be.
In saying that, I think Six of Crows is YA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it can be done well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I just think like some things I look at and go, that just feels maybe a little bit too juvenile for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, this is probably rather controversial of me. I have an entire book series on my shelf, every book that's out so far, and I honestly will probably never read them.
What is it?
It's the Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh.
Okay. I've never heard of it.
It starts with Binding 13.
Okay.
They're books set in, it's I think they're Irish or Welsh.
Okay.
High school students, and they're high school students, but these are not YA books.
Oh,
like,
yes.
They cause a bit of controversy because it's just like, oh yeah, these high schoolers are drinking and partying and having sex and doing that. And I was like, did any of you watch Skins?
Yeah, hello. I was about to say, like,
but also like it's a real high school experience. Like, this is what high schoolers are like a lot of the time.
Yeah. I saw these books actually. They came up when I was looking for the one star reviews.
Yeah.
The reviews were not good.
Like, I'm 50-50 with it because like
there's like 6 or 7 of them, I think. There's
6 out so far. So there's Binding 13 and Keeping 13, so the numbers thing specifically lands on the fact that I think pretty much all of the male main characters are in the high school's rugby team.
Oh, sure.
So the numbers correlate to their jersey number. So Binding and Keeping 13 for like the male main character's name is Johnny. He's number 13.
Yeah.
I think that's the point of those. So you got Binding 13, Keeping 13, Saving 6, Redeeming 6.
Yep.
Taming 7 and Releasing 10.
Okay.
I think I'm hesitant just because I know they are quite dark.
Yeah, I think.
Like, I know that the female main character in the first 2 books, Shannon, she's from a very abusive household.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'll never read them, but I'm like, I'm not in the right headspace at the moment, or probably anytime soon to read them. Like, I don't need that emotional turmoil.
And I think like a lot of the stuff, like I have a couple authors on my list where I'm like, I'm not going to read these, but a lot of the stuff I make, like decisions I make reading wise, is based on content. Like, I won't read anything that's got like very explicit like rape or sexual assault in it. I just find it way too hard to read.
Yeah.
And I don't like books that have heavy themes of cancer in them. I just find them like that's what really threw me with the Lily King book that I read earlier in the year. Great book, beautifully.
Is that Heart the Lover?
Yeah, beautifully written. Like, Lily King is a really talented writer, but that cancer spin at the end of it, I was like, oh, I didn't want to read that. Like, I don't need to read someone dying of cancer when I've watched that happen several times in the past couple of years.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, it's just content based.
Like, I'm not, and I mean, odds are they're on my shelves. I'll probably read them one day. They're also all quite large books.
Yeah, they look.
Like, Binding 13 is probably 600 pages, which,
no.
like, let's be real, for a contemporary novel.
Yeah, that's quite long for a contemporary novel.
Like, yes, they are. There is a romantic element to them. I wouldn't necessarily call them romance books.
No, they don't sound like romance books from what was on there.
I would say they are like a dramatic contemporary novel with a romantic subplot. At least is what my interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Like, a main focal point is the relationship between the 2 main characters. So I will like concede that, you know, it would loosely fall into the romance category.
Yeah.
But like, there's so much other stuff going on around it that I think it would be insulting to say that it is just straight romance.
Straight romance. Yeah.
So yeah, like, and for me, like, a typical contemporary romance should not be more than like 400 pages.
Yeah.
And like, I'm pretty sure the biggest book in that series is almost 800 pages long.
Fuck off.
Which is a large book for a contemporary story.
Yeah, I'm just not reading I have been, one of my winter books to read was
Wolf Hall.
Wolf Hall. by Hilary Mantel, and like it's a bit to get used to her writing style, but that's like over 600 pages, I think, and that's a brick of a book. And to be honest, I've got to say, I wish I bought the big paperback version of it because I've got like the tiny little Game of Thrones style
Trade
one.
paperback, yeah.
Oh, it's hideous. It's like it's a beautiful cover and stuff like that, but it's fucking awful to read. Like squinting like an old person on the bus, but yeah, it's not my favorite. So I might just put it on my Kobo, to be honest.
Fair choice.
Which will be easier. But yeah.
But other than that, like there's nothing that I can think of like hard and fast that I wouldn't necessarily read. Like I'm not a poetry person.
Yeah, I think I think that's an acquired taste. Like I don't think it's that shocking to not be a poetry person.
Yeah.
I say as someone who's a poetry person.
Yeah, like you're not going to catch me like electively reading poetry.
That's fair.
Same with like I don't particularly love war novels.
No, I don't love a war novel.
Like I can get behind like maybe like a little bit of a setting or books that have like a military aspect to them. That's
like
fine.
that Thistlemarsh book is based just after
World War One. Like, but when it's the combination, like if we're talking like it's a historical fiction set during wartime, but it's not necessarily like. I think that for me is the combination of military and war. So if it's a story that's following like military officers during a war, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, that's like...
Which is interesting because I would like to read The Nightingale.
The Nightingale?
By Kristen Hannah.
Oh, yes.
Which is about Florence Nightingale.
Yeah. Well, it's like The Book Thief I've seen described as like a war novel because it's set during World War II. But I wouldn't say it's a war novel, but like it's...
For me, if it's a war novel is like the combination of military and wartime and war setting.
Yeah, like I'm not...
Like active combat.
I'm not wanting to read books kind of about soldiers.
No.
That's the vibe. Is like I'm not really interested in kind of that stuff. Also, like I'm picky with like historical fiction as well.
Yeah.
Like my sweet spot for historical fiction is like kind of... Regency era-ish type of stuff, or like old as fuck, like The Wax Child.
Yeah,
like really old, like witch trial stuff.
Pre-1900.
Yeah. It's good, but like, fuck, I can picture the book cover. The Nell Stevens book that I read earlier in the year called The Original. That was set in like, I think it was like 1895 to like 1905 or something like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love that.
Yeah, and that's fun.
Good stuff. I will say one of the things that I've written here, which I think this really got me kind of like blacklisted in the family chat when I said this, I'm not going to read most fantasy written by men. And that's a sweeping generalization. And I'm very sorry to everyone, but also I have read a lot of fantasy written by men. I don't love it, and I'm kind of not willing to go back to it. Like, I've read Game of Thrones. I've done some Tolkien. I've tried Brandon Sanderson. I'm like, it just doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just kind of not willing, and they're always so fucking long. So I'm just kind of not.
Men have a lot to say.
They have a lot to say, and most of the time they like pause, edit the thought, and then say the concise edit, which is really me kind of pot kettle black, considering I get up here fucking regularly and do a 2-hour podcast where I talk absolute shit. But I'm allowed to do that. It's non-binary people in men's fields. From there.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just like, it just doesn't really interest me. I still, probably the one I will go back to is I do really want to read the Wheel of Time series. Like, I like that. I think it's interesting. I think the cast of characters is really interesting. But like, that I think is going to have to be Clear the Decks, and it's the only thing I read for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Because I just really get out of it. But it's like, yeah, it's like, I'm just not, nothing compels me about it.
I've heard really good things about John Gwynn's stuff.
I have no idea who that is.
He wrote his most popular series is, I can't remember what the series title is, but the first book is The Shadow of the Gods.
Oh, I've seen that book. Yeah.
He's got another series too.
Yeah.
He's got 2 of them, and I have seen like a lot of people rave about those.
Yeah.
Like both female and male like readers that I've seen on social media and stuff have raved about those books, as well as I have no, it's gone.
There's also like the one that I keep hearing about at the moment. Like my brother has read it and he really loved it and recommended it to me. And actually, I think Jess has also read it. It's the James Islington books. James Islington is an Australian author.
Yes.
And he writes like the fantasy series. And I think he's written 2 series.
Yes.
They might be set in the same world. Don't quote me on that. But it's like 3 books. And then of the other series, 2 books are out.
Yes,
I've got the 3.
I've got that series, The Will of the Many and The Strength of the Few.
Yeah.
I cannot remember what the other one's called though.
I've put them on my Kobo because my brother was going to probably throw me out of my own house when I was like, maybe
huge
they're
books,
big books. I saw them when we were in Dimmicks today and I was like, that's a brick. That's a weapon. So yeah, it's just kind of like, it's just not a super interesting area to me. And I think like I have read a lot of male written fantasy and it's just like, meh.
If it's not for you, it's not for you.
It's not for me. And like, you know, I feel like I earned my stripes. I fucking read Game of Thrones, guys. And that's a long bloody read. Although Justin pointed out to me last week, there is a bigger gap between the first Game of Thrones book and the last published one, which is, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, but there is a bigger gap between the last one being published and now than there is between the first and the last one being published. Because it's been like that one came out in
whenever it came out.
I couldn't tell you. And also, George R. R. Martin's never finishing them. I've said this before on the podcast. Brandon Sanderson is going to finish writing Game of Thrones and he is booked and busy until the day he dies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he is cashing in because he finished Wheel of Time.
And this is the thing, right? At this point, it doesn't need to be finished. The TV show finished the story out.
Yeah, but not well, apparently.
No, I know, but like they're not going to rewrite it. Like they're not going to write it differently.
No, because also I'm pretty sure like George R. R. Martin said he told the showrunners how he was going to finish it. So it's kind of like, well, what's
it's
the
been
point,
done.
Really.
Like you might get a bit more of like a depth and interesting stuff out of a book, but
yeah,
ultimately it is going to be the same ending.
Game of Thrones was published in 1996.
Yeah.
Dance with Dragons, which is the most recent one, was published in 2011. And when I started reading that, it was like The Winds of Winter is going to come out in the next 2 or 3 years. And that was in
15 years later.
2011. So, yeah, it
has been just as long since the first one came out.
The Winds of Winter was bloody good, to be honest. Like, I like the Game of Thrones books. It's very standard. Like, if you say, write me a like medieval style fantasy with swords, like Game of Thrones is your like blueprint kind of vibe, I think. But yeah, I'm just not going to do it again. The other ones that I have on there is like Atomic Habits. I'm not going to read Atomic Habits. Or like, I'm just not going to do those kind of self-helpy books. I'm not going to do self-help. Like, that's why I have a psych. I go to him. He tells me what I should be doing to make myself better. And I go, thank you. And then I ignore it. Sometimes I ignore it. That's on there. And then the other ones that I have on there is like Colleen Hoover.
Yeah,
I'm not doing Colleen Hoover. We should have done Colleen Hoover reviews because I feel like they would have been really funny actually.
That would
come
have been,
to think of it.
That would
because
have
there
been.
was this YouTuber I've been watching lately, an Irish YouTuber. I really like her. I ended up subscribing to her Patreon. And her username is like L Literacy.
Yeah.
And she did such a good, her anti-TBR video is really good. Like she came in with receipts of why she hates these books. It was very, very good. But she was reading out sections of the Colleen Hoover books and she like read out a line and she was just like, 2 pages after this, the baby and mum both die. And it was like something to do with like it was just dumb. Like it was when I was reading it, I was like, I thought that this was a parody when I saw it online. Like I thought people were joking about the line, but they weren't. It's serious. And I was like, okay, I don't know how this woman got published. But anyway. Also Taylor Jenkins Reid, who wrote
Atmosphere, 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
And Daisy Jones and the Six.
Yeah.
I just don't have any interest in reading them.
No, neither do I,
it's
really.
Not that they're like, there's nothing like offensive or anything about them, I'm sure, but I'm just kind of like, I'm just probably not going to read that.
I just look at it.
Also,
7 Husbands is about the only one out of that list that I think I would maybe consider.
Yeah, I did have that on my TBR for a while, and then I think I just was kind of like, what's been on here for ages, so I'm never
getting to it.
I'm just not doing it. And also, like, I have to say, me being judgmental, sinfully ugly covers. sinfully ugly. It's the same. I feel that way about the Colleen Hoover books as well. Like,
I didn't think Atmosphere was too
God's
bad.
sakes, hire a graphic designer.
I didn't think the cover for Atmosphere was too bad.
I don't know what Atmosphere looks like.
Why
do so many of our episodes end up with me
Googling things? Because you're like, I have no idea.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know. I don't think Atmosphere is too bad.
Can I get a picture, guys? Oh, it's not too bad. Although it does remind me of the cover of Patricia Lockwood's No One's Talking About This.
Yeah.
Very, very similar.
I don't think it's terrible. It's not like my kind of cover, but it's not bad. Like, it's not
the
hideous. Worst thing I've ever seen.
Although I do think cover design has kind of gotten worse. Like when we were standing...
Everyone's fallen into the same traps depending on what genre you're in.
And like, that's fine. Like it does with books. Like, it used to be the Twilight style cover type of vibe. It had them. And then like the funny one for me is when you go back and look at the original Heated Rivalry covers.
Oh, yeah.
Because they look like Mills and
Boone. Them
Boone.
in so long.
They look like Mills and Boone. It's so funny. And then they've had the like cute cartoon cover done. Which is nice. I like that. But yeah, I think but at the same time, like if I see the original by Nell Stevens, the cover of that is so eye-catching, and I bought that book because I liked the cover.
Yeah.
But I'm a slut for aesthetics.
Oh, hilarious.
Are you looking at the Heated Rubber? They're so like kind of like porny looking almost. It's quite funny.
That's hysterical. I like the covers as they are now.
Yeah, I think the covers...
The little cartoony ones.
The cartoony ones are cute, and it's been quite a while, I think, since they've had the old covers. Yeah. The other book I have on here, which is a book that you have read, and also that we discussed at length last night, is Alchemized.
Yeah.
It's too fucking big.
Oh,
it's too big.
1,024 pages.
That's sickening. When I saw it, I picked it up. I think Justin and I both saw it at the same time, and it's got like the Bible thin pages. And I
read it on my Kindle.
I'm not doing that.
I was like, I'm not holding that behemoth.
I'm not doing that. And also, like, subject matter is not something like that to me. Did you say it was a war? It's like a war novel, isn't it?
It definitely toes the like war novel sort of thing.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Like it is beautifully written, and like I think I gave it 4.5 stars because it's beautifully written. And like when I finished it, I sat and stared at a wall for about 30 minutes and then like did not stop thinking about the story for 24 hours after.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I remember you saying it gave you a book hangover.
It stuck with me.
Yeah.
And like there's no real point. People are like, oh, it should have been split into 2 books. There's no point where it could have like been split because there's part 1 and there's part 2.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it needs to be...
Part 1, part 2, part 3. Like, part 1 and part 3 are, like, present day. Part 2, we jump back, like, 5 years or something, or a few years. Because, like, part 1 is, here's where we're at, here's what's going on. And then how do we get to this point?
Yeah.
Part 2 could have been a book on its own. But, like, you're not going to, because there's no point in between, like, in part 2 where you could have stopped and split it into 2 books. But part 1 and part 3, neither of them are long enough to justify splitting it at either of those stopping points. So it kind of just had to be that big.
Yeah. And also, like, even if it's a book is split up into parts, it doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be separate books.
No.
Like, it's fine.
Like, it is big. It is long. I mean, I read it in 4 days.
You're an insane person.
Yes, I am.
But also, like, if it's 1,000 pages, that's like 250 pages a day.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Yeah, it is.
Give or take. And like I did quite a bit on audio while I was working and stuff like that. And I think I was cleaning around the house and things like that.
Yeah.
Like I got through it pretty quickly because I started it on like New Year's Day.
Yeah,
so
I remember you.
First off, I'm already off work.
Yeah.
And like it was good. It was excellently written. The story is engaging.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, it's not this. I didn't find it to be this like devastatingly beautiful story that had everyone sobbing. I think it wrapped up a little too nicely.
Interesting.
Controversial
opinion. Controversial.
I think a book of that note should have ended in some form of tragedy.
Yeah, would expect it for that. I also think it was one of those ones where this was me being a little bit like, well, I'm not doing that because everyone else is telling me to do it. But like, I think it's a bit overhyped.
I agree.
Yeah.
I do think it's overhyped. I think it is excellent. I think it is beautiful. I do think it got a little bit overhyped.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's my thoughts on Alchemist. But I've read it, so I can be like,
The other ones that I have on here, I know fuck all about these books, but I see the covers and I see the titles and I'm like, I'm not doing this, and it's Ali Hazelwood books. And I don't know why I have such a strong aversion to them, but I'm like, I don't want to read this.
I've read one.
Because it's just like rom-com stuff, isn't it? Or like romantic fantasy or something.
Rom-com.
Yeah.
I've read one Ali Hazelwood book. It's it's her novella called Two Can Play. I really liked it. I thought it was cute. I'm actually probably going to read more Ali Hazelwood.
It wasn't, not for me, I don't think.
No, I don't think it's for you.
Yeah, it's a bit like,
it's very Emma coded.
Yeah, I mean, Emma might have read Ali Hazelwood books, but like I feel that way a bit with like Emily Henry. Like I've read one of them, but like I don't have any.
See, Emily Henry's one that I probably don't have any real aspiration to read.
Oh, really? I feel like you'd like them, but like they're very, like I had a good time with the one that I read, but it didn't make me. Like there's been other ones where like the Bridget Knightley book and then the T. Kingfisher book where I was like, oh, I want to read what else they've written. Whereas like I read the Emily Henry one and I was like, okay.
That was nice.
That was fun.
Moving on.
Anyway, and like I've tried another couple of hers a couple of times because one of the girls I used to work with really loved Emily Henry.
Yeah.
And was like, you would really like it, blah, blah. And I think I've gotten like multiple of her books where I've gotten like 50 pages in and I'm like, nothing is grabbing me here.
Yeah.
So
don't get me wrong, like I'm sure I probably would enjoy them, but I feel like I've missed the boat with Emily Henry.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Happy for the M Hen girls.
Yeah,
happy
love
for
that
them.
for you. Enjoy them.
Yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful time, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
No. Other thing that's not for me is sci-fi in general. I'm just not a sci-fi person. It does not interest me in the absolute slightest. Like I don't like sci-fi movies or really sci-fi TV shows. So it's like, it's just not, I'm just not going to do it. Like I don't have any kind of pull to
tragic,
read it.
Given that Firefly is one of the greatest TV shows to ever exist.
Go hang out with my mum.
It is though.
My mum loves Wi-Fi. Also,
so do I. I'm still upset about the fact that it only got one season.
Didn't it get a movie as well?
Yes.
Serenity's the movie.
Serenity,
yeah. Also, like, if I'm talking
honestly,
broadly,
the stacked cast.
Oh, stacked cast. And like, I've seen little bits and pieces of it, and like, fun, cool.
Cowboy Western in space.
Cowboy
Glorious.
Western. Love that. Beautiful. But yeah, sci-fi doesn't really interest me. Same as like broadly dystopian stuff really doesn't interest me. Like, I'm not sorry. I loved The Hunger Games when it came out, but like I just find it really stressful to read dystopian stuff. So I'm like, it's just not something that and like I'll suspend my disbelief for like a world in which paladins exist and everything like that. But sometimes I'm reading dystopian stuff and I'm like,
this feels too real.
I can't do it. Well, it feels a little bit too real lately, but also like I just can't do it. Like I'm like, nah, I don't want to do this.
See, I do like a good
You like dystopian. Yeah. Which
I
is
do.
fair, but it's just not. And then that last thing I put on here, and I think that this is probably the most controversial thing that I'm going to say, because I understand his contributions to the genre. Anything written by Stephen King.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. You've got no aspirations to read Stephen King.
I just don't. Like, and I like some of the Stephen King movies.
Yep.
I like some of the adaptations. Like I thought it was pretty good.
Misery is excellent.
Just don't have any.
Have you watched Misery?
No. I have. Oh, Kaiser's disagreeing strongly.
Yeah. Kathy Bates. It's got Kathy Bates in it.
I fucking love Kathy Bates.
And she is unhinged.
I love her.
Go home and watch Misery tonight with Justin.
Why can't I think of what Kathy Bates has been in now?
Well, she was in American Horror Story.
She was in American Horror Story. Yeah. I love Kathy Bates. I also love Kathy Najimy. She was one of the sisters in Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
The one with the like curly, the one who wasn't Bette Midler or Sarah Jessica Parker. Hocus Pocus was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid.
Oh,
Probably like if I had to look at a movie from when I was a child and said this movie defines me, it was Hocus Pocus.
Labyrinth.
Yes.
That's
I haven't
one of
seen
my.
Labyrinth, but that makes sense.
I have a Jareth Pop figurine on my desk at work.
I want to know when. Oh, Hocus Pocus came out the year after I was born. But my.
Labyrinth came out in 1986, so been around for a while.
Yeah. Hocus Pocus, I watched it because my grandma got a VHS from like the local thrift shop. So I watched it when I was like 5.
Love.
And then I was like, well, this is fundamentally changing who I am.
This is my entire personality forever now.
100%. And it makes a lot of sense because I was like, do I have a crush on Max or do I want to be Max?
Fair.
And when you look at that kind of 90s soft pretty boy vibe, it's kind of like that's kind of what I'd like. I'd either like to look like that or date that. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
Look, David Bowie in Labyrinth could say a lot about my preference in men.
It could, yeah. Definitely. Labyrinth is a little bit like a thing where I'm like, I think I missed the boat on this.
Oh, it's like, it's one of those things that it's like, because it's done by Jim Henson.
Of Muppets fame?
Of Muppets
Of
fame.
Miss Piggy?
Yeah.
I love Miss Piggy.
It is, Jim Henson also did The Dark Crystal.
I have seen The Dark Crystal. I actually think I watched The Dark Crystal with Justin.
Yep.
If he's listening to this, he's like, yes, we have watched that movie together. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. And these movies were targeted towards like children. Like these all have like a PG rating.
That's wild.
Jim Henson in the 80s was something else.
Yeah, he was just like,
let's be real. Like do you ever watch Fraggle Rock by Jim Henson? Surely.
Yes, I think so. It sounds familiar enough that I think I've watched it. But yeah.
But yes, it was done by Jim Henson. And like, it's typical like 80s, like a little bit cringe. Also has a very young Jennifer Connelly in the lead role.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good. Like her and David Bowie are the only two real like human characters in it because everyone else is a puppet or someone in a costume. Like it's pretty dark. Like my mother watched it when I was an adult with me and she's like, I let you watch this when you were 5 years old. And I was like, Mother, you did.
Yes. Mother, you made
But
that
also
choice.
like as like a young kid, one of my favorite movies was The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz is pretty dark, to be honest. I loved The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz is fucking cooked.
Yeah.
Especially when you know like everything else around it.
Oh, yeah.
It is
bad.
It's a bad time.
It's a bad time. I loved that. My favorite movies when I was a kid was Hocus Pocus, Fantasia, like the really early like Disney animation. one.
Yeah. Sorcerer Mickey.
Obsessed with that when I was, again, another find from my grandmother. She was just giving me weird VHSs to watch.
Yep.
Them and then Anastasia.
Of course.
Anastasia with Bartok. Also, Anastasia, now thinking back to it, bisexual awakening.
Oh, was it ever?
Because it's like, did I want to kiss Anastasia or did I want to kiss Dimitri? And Dimitri really is the blueprint. He's the blueprint of
Dimitri is
the pretty boy.
The hottest animated man to exist, and I will take no haters on that comment.
I don't think anyone would disagree with you on that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Anastasia is my favorite non-Disney Disney princess.
Yeah.
Even though she's owned by Disney now. I believe
Really?
Disney owns Anastasia. Because everyone's like, oh, it's not Disney. I was like, no, it was done by 20th Century Fox.
Yeah. It was different.
It's not Disney.
No, it definitely wasn't. I was like, what are you doing? And you're just getting a little foot rest.
Getting my ottoman so I can sit like an ADHD heathen.
Yes. Well, it looks very comfortable.
It is. Feel free to put your feet on it too.
Yeah, so that's my anti-TBR, I think, going off the term. Obviously, also other books that I've mentioned before, I'm not going to go back and read A Little Life. Like,
yeah,
we've done the hater stuff, so I'm trying to be less on my
little diplomatic.
So I hope that everyone who listened to the live stream last night is very proud of me.
I mean, because we've been talking about movies, like movies and TV shows as well.
Yes.
There are many, many things. I think the biggest one for me, and this is probably where the like contrarian thing comes in more, I will never watch Breaking Bad. I don't care how good it is. I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah. Look, this is Justin signing our divorce papers as I say this. I'm never watching Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it. Content I hate. I'm not fucking watching a cancer show. And I understand that the cancer kind of ends up being a subplot.
Yeah.
But I have no desire to watch it.
No.
I've seen bits of Better Call Saul when that was coming out, and I thought that looked pretty interesting and like whatever.
Yeah.
But Breaking Bad, I'm not watching.
No.
Sorry to Justin. Sorry to his Danny Trejo tattoo that he's got on his arm, but like no thanks.
I just could not give a single shit about that show.
It's fair.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Also, like, I think it is a bit like the Emily Henry books. Like, I think I've missed the boat on Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't watch it when it was coming out. So,
like I refused to finish Game of Thrones for ages.
yeah, same.
Like I got partway through, like when season 5 was airing, we were watching it. Like we would have friends over. Brooke was actually one of the friends that I think came over and watched the first few episodes.
Yeah.
And we dropped off after that, like particularly after the particularly brutal rape scene with Ramsay and Sansa. I was like,
that is when Justin and I stopped watching.
I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, we stopped watching it
Like
there.
Even though I've not read the books, I know this didn't happen in the books.
Yeah.
Why are we putting this in? Like we don't need more confirmation that Ramsay is garbage. We know.
Yeah, we know. We didn't. It just was so unnecessary.
Like, you could have implied it, but you didn't need to put it on screen like that.
No. Also, like, I don't think, like, I think we just don't need to. That's another thing that I have with, like, books written by, like, male fantasy writers is we've got to stop using sexual assault as a plot point in it. Like, I just think it's really unnecessary. Like, we know it happened. You don't need to write it brutally in detail.
I will say one adaptation that it is brutal, but I think it is done well is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It did make me have a panic attack, but like that was done like as I guess as well as something like that can be done. That was done. It was handled okay, I guess, in it.
Like,
but although I haven't watched those movies for a really long time. I think I watched them when they first came out.
I really liked the Swedish versions.
Yeah, the Swedish versions are good.
Like the Hollywood version, I'd have to rewatch them, but I'm pretty sure the Hollywood version is more brutal in that regard.
I think it is, yeah.
But
is the Hollywood version?
That's the one with Rooney Mara.
Yeah, is Daniel Craig in it?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've watched both the Hollywood and the other versions.
Yeah, I've watched both versions. Like, yeah, it is brutal and it is intense, but I do think it was. Because it is, I'm like, I hate saying, because that is like quite a defining factor in her character.
Yeah.
I think if they'd soft played it, it just wouldn't have sat right.
Yeah, but I also I have that's a book or that's like something that I avoid like content-wise and stuff like that. So like, yeah, I probably wouldn't, I'm not going to watch them again or read them again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't.
They are excellent books though.
Yeah, they are really good. Although they got published posthumously, I feel like.
They're still being written too.
What? I thought they got finished.
Yeah, the original. So Stieg Larsson, I believe, had written the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And I think he had like maybe some outlines for further books.
Oh, okay.
So the first 3 books were all published just as Stieg Larsson.
Yeah.
But then I think after Stieg Larsson, it's like Stieg Larsson and such and such.
Okay, interesting.
So like, because there was a book that came out a couple years back. I think The Girl on the Spider's Web.
Oh, interesting.
So
anyway, well, speaking of other TV shows, Breaking Bad, definitely. The other one, I'm not watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I don't like zombie media. So, and I'm being a contrarian about this. Too many men that I don't like said, you've got to watch The Walking Dead. It's the best TV show in the world. And I
wouldn't say that. That's a reach. As someone who has watched The Walking Dead, and I was also sort of staunchly in there. Like, I started watching it like 12 years ago, I'm pretty sure, like 2014. I watched season 1, which was like slow but picked up at the end. So I was like, okay, this is fine. You know, it's first season, you've got teething problems. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Season 2, I got halfway through and went, nothing is fucking happening. I quit.
Yeah.
And then when Dan and I got together, he was like, you need to watch it because like it's one of his favorite shows.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I can't do it. I've tried. I got like 6 episodes into season 2 and I was about ready to like stick a fork in my eye.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, look, fair enough. Season 2 is slow as fuck. He said, what we'll do is we'll watch the first couple of episodes watch the last couple of episodes and I'll give you the cliff notes for in between. Because he's like, because you don't really need to watch it.
Yeah, fair.
And like, I just read synopses for the episodes
Yeah, that's fair.
to catch up.
I'll do it.
And he's like, but season 3 things do start to pick up and it does get really good. And it did. So
Okay.
like, I'm glad I persevered with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's not for everybody.
No, I just don't like, the other one that I've got on here is The Last of Us. Like, I just don't find zombie stuff, any kind of zombie media in any way.
Well, it sort of falls into a similar vein of like dystopia, post-apocalyptic stuff.
Yeah, it's just not, like, I have no fucking interest. So,
Yeah.
and like I think we watched a couple episodes of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, meh.
I like it. I've
I like
watched the first like 2 episodes of season 2 and I haven't watched anything else.
I like the, hang on, I'm trying to think of the actress who I'm thinking.
Bella Ramsey.
No, not Bella Ramsey. Anna Torv is in it. I really like Anna Torv.
Does she play
I mean, I only watched the first like 3 episodes and she was definitely in them. She played I have absolutely.
Oh, was she also in Mindhunter?
Oh yeah, she was.
Okay. Yeah, she's only in like, she played Tess, I think, or Tessa or something like that.
Tessa.
Yeah, she's only in like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah,
and then she eats it.
I really like
Spoiler.
I really like Anna Torv. Also, me being like, I don't like any sci-fi things. She was in Fringe, and Fringe is such a good show. I really liked Fringe.
You said you don't like sci-fi books.
Yeah, I don't read sci-fi books, but yeah, I've seen a couple of them. But yeah, it's I really, really do like Fringe. That was good. Although it might not hold up. Like I haven't watched that in like nearly 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I really enjoyed it when I did watch it. But yeah.
I mean, we all like the X-Files.
I've never finished
Neither
the
have I.
X-Files.
I couldn't even tell you how much of the X-Files I've watched.
I think I've watched a lot of it, but I've never actually finished it. And this is also, I have this problem with books. We don't need to talk about One Dark Window or Two Twisted Crowns. No, I still haven't finished it. I've got it there. I have the best intentions. But like, I will watch a TV show kind of up until near the end. We know how I fucking blue-balled myself with Heated Rivalry, where I was like, I'm not going to watch the last episode. I'll get around to it. And I didn't watch it for like 5 weeks. But yeah, I'll just like kind of get to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely need to finish that. And then I won't.
Yeah.
So I just leave like a whole pile of TV, like a Discovery of Witches. I was like, oh, I love this. This is so good. What a good show. Didn't finish it. Like, haven't done it. Outlander is another one that I never finished.
Honestly, Outlander's on the list of shows that I'll probably never watch.
Yeah, look, I have no desire to go back to finish it.
Not because I think it's bad or anything like that. It just doesn't interest me.
I started watching it because the girlies who I used to work with were obsessed with it, and they would come in after the new episodes had come out and they would like yap about it, and I would be like, well, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
And I started watching it and I was like, I'm kind of not getting the hype here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just didn't, it was just not something that I finished. But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm not gonna go back to. Also, like, I watched a lot of it. Again, we'll probably never go back to it because it's on like season 45 at the moment. I'm not going to go back to Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Like, I stopped watching Grey's Anatomy roughly around the same time I moved out of home.
Yeah.
Because it was like a show that my mum and I watched together. And it's like, I'm not going to keep watching this now. And I can't believe it's been going for so long.
It's on like season 21, I think, now.
That's obscene. As I said yesterday on the live stream, say less. We need to say less. We need to say less, which is so...
I just don't know how they've still got content, to be honest.
No, sure. Also, like, so many characters have been killed off. And also, Sandra Oh's not in it anymore. So what's the fucking point? Speaking of TV shows that I'm never going to finish, Killing Eve. Never finished that. The first couple of seasons...
I've never even watched it.
The first couple of seasons kind of honestly honk, but I heard enough shit talk about the final season that I was like, well, I'm not revisiting this. So I just didn't go back to it. But the first couple, like, Jodie Comer is one of the most beautiful women in the world. So is Sandra Oh. Like,
oh yeah, like,
stunning,
excellent cast. I just look at it and go,
yeah, pretty much. I was a bit like that with Slow Horses. I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good cast. I probably will watch that at some point. And then Justin and I did binge watch it, and that was probably one of the better TV shows I've watched recently. Like, it kind of honked. So I was happy to watch that. But also, I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Like I watch a lot of, like the most that I watch is like I watch a lot of dropout content. Like I watch like Game Changer and Make Some Noise and all of the Dimension 20s, but like I don't watch a lot of TV shows or movies because I'm a Philistine. So, yeah.
I don't know. I want to watch stuff, but so often I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah, I think that's
By the time, I've gotten home from work or whatever,
Yeah.
we've fed everybody, gotten the boys into bed,
Mm.
and then it's like, 8:30 and I'm like, I would like to watch something, but I don't have the mental fortitude to watch something new right now.
Yeah. I'm like that a lot. I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch something new and kind of take it all on or just like watch a repeat of something or
No, there's no space in this brain for new memories right now.
No, exactly. If I would have to watch a new TV show, I'm going to forget how to do maths. So I'm just not
Brother,
going to.
I already forgot. I'm so not looking forward to that.
Nope, I'm not doing maths.
Like how I used to do the complex algebra that I used to do, I do not know.
I gave up. The second I could give maths up in high school, I gave it up. I was like, I'm done.
I did mathematics all the way through.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but I was trying to get into medicine.
Oh, yeah, true.
I kind of had to. Well, actually, no, I didn't have to. Medicine has no prerequisite subjects.
Wait, really? I thought you had to do, what if the awful name they gave it in Suicide 5 or something? Oh, no, that was not for medicine. That was for, to get the highest ATAR you could was to do, it was like biology, chemistry, the complex maths, English studies and something else.
Physics, probably.
Physics or something like that. Evie did it in year 12 and she was like, this fucking sucks.
I did biology, chemistry, maths studies. I didn't do specialist maths that year. I did do it in year 11 though. Biology, chemistry, mathematics. I did politics in year 12. And I was going to do English studies, but I would have had to have done it via like open access.
Yep.
Like video call or video link or phone link or whatever. So I did English comms instead.
Yeah, I did.
I was like, I need one subject to give me a breather.
I did English studies.
But I also wound up with a 92.85
Jesus, I didn't even get an ATAR because I was just like, I'm not, at that point I was like, I'm not going to uni. So I didn't do any of the subjects that like kind of qualified me to go. I did art, photography, English comms, community studies, which was
I did that in year 11.
Yeah, I did that in year 12.
It's like basically a free range subject. You get to like do whatever.
And like my whole thing was like I wanted to be a tattoo artist. So it was like I went and like harassed all the local tattoo shops and stuff like that. And like my whole thing was like I had to build a portfolio so that I could get an apprenticeship. Which was basically just me continuing. I was basically doing double art. I had to do an agricultural subject.
This will surprise you not in the slightest. For my community studies project portfolio thing, I was a wedding planner.
Oh, that's very you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun. I think that's cool.
So I did so much research on like wedding venues in Adelaide. So I basically created like kind of like a wedding guide essentially, which had like several pages of wedding venues and caterers, celebrants, DJs. And then I also basically planned a wedding.
Yeah, fun. That's cool. That's very you.
Yeah.
Event planning.
I got a great mark for that.
Oh yeah, I got a good mark for my tattoo. And then I've just never ever pursued being a tattoo artist because I was like,
I can't see you as a tattoo artist.
No I just like I love art and I like can be good at it if I'm like practicing regularly, but I don't practice regularly. But I am not that way inclined. I was just like, I don't want to. Like, also at that point, it was very boy. I mean, it still is very boys' club, but like it was more boys' club than it was.
Yeah.
At that, and it was like my options were like Mount Barker or Murray Bridge, and I was like, I don't want to tattoo in either of these places.
No, that's fair.
So yeah, I just didn't pursue it, and then I ended up sitting the what did they call it? The stat test or something like that, so that I could.
I was about to say the GAMSAT, but that's for medicine.
That's medicine. Yeah, I did the stat test to get into uni. Yeah, because at that point I was like, what do they call it? A mature age student, and I was 19. And it was just like, oh yeah, you can sit stat test as a mature age student. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Excuse me?
I graduated high school 18 months ago.
Yeah, it's rude.
Yeah, it was rude. The next on our anti-TBR, because we're just being anti, is music. And it's funny because we both have the same.
We both pretty much just have Taylor Swift on the list.
I hate Taylor Swift. Sorry. Like,
don't get me wrong, like a couple of her songs come on and I might bop along to it.
I might bop along to them, but
You're never going to catch me actively choosing to listen to Taylor Swift.
No, I don't get the hype. I don't get the appeal. I genuinely, like, I also don't understand so many people I know who is like so smart and so like anti-capitalist and like tax the rich, blah, 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 blind spot to Taylor Swift. They're like, no, she's our unproblematic fave. And I'm like, she's a rich, wealthy white woman.
There are no ethical billionaires.
Correct. And also like, the other thing I saw recently was like,
She shut down New York City for a fucking wedding.
Yeah.
In a heat wave.
Yeah. She's not right wing, but there was like right wing people at her wedding, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, look at the company she keeps. She's fucking right wing. Like, and it's the whole like, no.
I think she's centrist. And I think she's just keeping mum on everything. I think she's like, I'm going to have no opinion because that won't harm me in either way.
Yeah. But also like, the whole thing is like, if you're that fucking rich and she has so much power because of how rich and popular she is. It's like you could actually, she could make a positive difference.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't.
Look at Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton,
my icon, my diva.
Dolly Parton would be a billionaire.
Yeah.
But she gives so much of her money away every single year that she is not.
Yeah. Love her. I love Dolly Parton. Big fan.
Queen.
Yeah.
I would go to Dollywood in a fucking
heartbeat. I'd be over there. And I'd never want to go to America, but I would.
You would.
I would go for Dolly Parton.
You would fully drop vegetarian and veganism just to go to Dollywood and consume all the food. Potentially.
I don't know if I would.
Vegetarian.
I definitely wouldn't eat meat, but I could probably I would have some cheese.
You would be consuming plenty of mashed potatoes with milk and butter in them.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm not a heathen. But yeah, it's like Taylor. Like I just don't care for Taylor Swift. No. I don't get the hype. I don't think she's that talented. And also this is again like when the lyrics for her new album were getting leaked, I was like, oh, someone's writing like joke Taylor Swift lyrics, and then I was like, no, those are just the lyrics from her songs, and I was like, what?
I think
the fuck.
So my thing with Taylor Swift is if she couldn't sing songs about the men she used to date, she'd have nothing.
Oh, 100%. Zero imagination. Like, I can't stand her. I find it's also like off-putting to me when I see people be like mega fans of her, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm just a hater. But yeah, I don't like her. Or like in that kind of ilk of Taylor Swift-ish music, like I have no interest in listening to like Gracie Abrams or anything like that. Like I
don't like Olivia Rodrigo all that much either.
No, I'm not huge into Olivia Rodrigo.
I'm not a big pop music person anyway.
No, we have very different music tastes now. Like they're hugely different, I think. But yeah, I just am not super interested in that kind of music.
No.
But a lot of the music that I used to listen to, I just don't listen to anymore. So I think it's just changing with age.
Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of artists within the alternative, emo, punk rock, metal space that we could list out here. Because Lord knows enough of them have been accused of horrendous things.
Oh, yeah, most of them. It's like you could do a Warped Tour lineup of people who've got allegations against them, to be honest, because most of them used to be on Warped Tour.
Yeah. And had access to 16-year-olds.
Fucking hell. We were talking about Jared Leto earlier.
Ugh.
Yuck. Also, like, I hate 30 Seconds to Mars so much. So bad.
They had one, like, The Kill is the only decent song.
I hate that fucking song. And it's because I over-listened to it when I was younger.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and some of it is like, some stuff is good. Also, like, I was like Ride or Die Fall Out Boy, and then they got back together and they did we go to the show together? When they got back together with the album with Centuries on it. Yes. And I was like, fuck yes, Fall Out Boy's back. Song's so good. Love that album. Should have stopped after that, lads. Should have stopped.
I liked the album after that. Cannot remember
Save
what it's
Rock
called.
And Roll?
No, Save Rock and Roll was the comeback album.
Yeah, I liked the comeback album, and there was a couple songs off of, it's the one with the kid with like the American flag
American
kind of thing
Beauty, American Psycho?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah. That had some good songs on it. Then they went to Mania.
Yeah, I didn't like Mania that much.
I really liked Young and Menace, which is their lead song. is the first single they dropped on it. I think that song is so fucking good.
I honestly can't recall any part of it.
Uh,
I was like kind of off of it by then, so I was not tuning into new
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy songs.
But I mean, I also listen to Patrick Stump sing just about every day of my life because he does the music for the like young kids version of Spider-Man, Spidey and His Amazing Friends.
Oh, yes,
so
yes.
I get the theme song. I get Patrick Stump singing in my ear holes every single day. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not upset about it.
It's just taking you back to TV.
Yeah, it really is. I was like, this TV show was created for millennial parents.
Millennial parents. Also, like in the Fall Out Boy ilk, a band that I will never listen to and I've never understood the appeal of, and to be honest, I genuinely think I might have seen them live, is 21 Pilots. I feel like they were supporting a band that we saw in our early 20s. Did they support Paramore?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure they supported Paramore.
Yeah, because was it like 21 Pilots, You Me at 6 and
Paramore,
Paramore?
yes.
You Me at 6, again, another band that should have given it up. Used to be good. Sinners Never Sleep, genuinely a good album. And then everything past that, shithouse.
I can safely say that I have seen Bite My Tongue with Ollie Sykes.
Yes! Yeah. Also,
because You Me at 6 were supporting Bring Me the Horizon on their Armo tour in 2019. So I have a video of it happening.
Also, great song.
Like, excellent song. So good. And like, it gets to like the bridge where Ollie's part is, and you just see like it's very clearly Ollie Sykes, but it's a person just with a hoodie up over their head walking out on stage. And I'm sitting there like, I fully started shaking. I was like, I cannot believe I'm about to witness this live, because that was like, like that is my favorite. That is the best song on that album.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I was like, oh my god,
it's happening.
It was like life defining.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
I'm gonna listen to that song on the way home. Yeah, that honked. Also, did you see recently that they've re-released the Bring Me the Horizon, what's the album called?
Count Your Blessings.
Yeah, 20-year anniversary of Count Your Blessings coming out. I was like, fuck, I'm a crone.
Wait, is it Count Your Blessings?
Is it?
Yeah. I could yell out for Dan. He's downstairs.
Hi, Dan.
Resynced, it was called.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I don't even know. But that one came out. I can't believe they're still a fucking band, to be honest. I was so surprised.
They've done a good job of changing with the times.
Yeah, look, I am going to say that I genuinely think Sempiternal is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Count Your Blessings Repented, it's called.
Yeah. That one. Yeah, I could not believe that was like, that album came out 20 years ago. I was like, okay, well, I'm
a crone.
A corpse rising. But no, yeah, like Sempiternal is one of my favorite albums of all time. I think it's genuinely such a good album.
Sempiternal is excellent. And honestly, like the stuff they've released since hasn't been half bad. I think they've gotten a little too experimental for my taste.
Yeah.
But I really liked, obviously, That's the Spirit was a good album. It was
I think Justin liked that album.
That's the Spirit was a big shift because they went a little bit more like almost stadium rock with it.
Yeah.
Like they went a bit more mainstream rock with it. But I really enjoyed it. And then they did Armo after that. Or did they do an album in between that? I have to double check.
Also,
check
like,
that.
They're like
I really need Dan here for this one.
I like Bring Me the Horizon, and like, as I said, Sempiternal, fantastic album, but they're not like bands that I actively seek out to listen to.
But if a song of theirs comes on, you're like, oh yeah, this is the vibe. Yeah. Armo was really, really good. I really enjoyed that album. That was like a little bit experimental, but in like a fun way.
Was that when they had the K-pop girlies on it?
No, that was the next album. So Post-Human Survival Horror had...
That was the...
they did a song called Kingslayer with Baby Metal.
That was the one that Justin liked.
Yeah.
He thought that was good.
That's got a few good songs on it. I liked that. After Post-Human Survival Horror, you're losing me.
Yeah, I'm not gone back to...
like, I will still give... I think I'll still give their stuff a shot.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, like their last album that came out, like Not Count Your Blessings, but Post-Human Next Gen, wasn't my thing.
Much like with TV shows and stuff for me, I kind of get stuck on music where I just listen to the same stuff. So like
my problem is I go to my on repeat playlist on Spotify far too often. So then I am just listening to the same fucking 15 songs over and over again, and it never changes.
Yeah. Justin and I were having this discussion recently, I think maybe with Jess and Corby, because Justin is an album guy. Like he will put an album on and he will listen to it front to back.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, oh, I like these 3 songs off of the album, so I'm going to put them on my mega playlist, which is just like a series of emojis in the title.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to listen to that for 8 months. And then I'm going to make essentially the same playlist, but there's enough new songs on it where I'll go, oh, there's probably like 10 new songs on it. And it's like 120 songs on it. And I just listen to that. And then I'm like, I don't like any of this music anymore.
Dan just like saves an album. Like if a new band he likes has an album, he'll listen to the album start to finish and then he'll just like put the whole thing in his liked songs playlist.
Yeah.
And then he more often than not just shuffles that or just like cycles through that. So he's kind of 50-50 with it. But
Justin has a playlist which he has been keeping up for so many years now. And it's his record playlist. So every time he buys a record, he adds a song from that record onto a playlist. And he's got so many records. Like I think over 200 at this point.
Wow.
Mans loves vinyl, which is kind of good because it makes him like easy to buy gifts for.
True.
But yeah, he will add one song off of it, but it has to not be the lead single. Or like the most popular song on it. He's like, I've got to pick something that's different.
Okay.
And that's a good playlist for him to chuck on. Like he'll chuck that one on. But yeah, he's very much like an album guy. The amount of times I get a message from him and it's just like thinking about how good this particular album is today. And I'm like, so he's just listening to that album on repeat. That's all he's doing is listening to current favorite band, Chat Pile. Which is some of his music. I'm like, you can't listen to this around me because I just can't handle it because it's just noise, and I need you to like.
Yeah, there's some stuff that Dan puts on, and I'm like,
6:30 in the morning. This is too many sounds. It's too many sounds.
Yeah,
but we have opposite ADHD. I have ADHD where I'm like, from an auditory standpoint, I get really overstimulated really, really fast, and he has it where he must have auditory stimulation at all times.
Yeah,
and I'm like, please, for the love of God, turn it down.
I swing. I'm a pendulum with that.
Although there are songs of mine that where I'm like, I love this song, and Justin's like, you can't play this song in the car anymore.
You are
one
banned.
of them being what's it called? Hang on, I'm singing it. It's the somber song, but it's not Home Wrecker. It's what's the song called? Hold on.
I have no idea.
If we were like 15 years younger, Somber is exactly the type of person where we would be like
obsessed,
throwing ourselves at him. What the fuck is that song? 12 to 12 by Somber.
Okay.
It hungs. But it's also like a song where like even now I'm kind of sick of myself when I put it on. But like it's just that song where it's just like I kind of don't think about anything when I've got it on.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Or I do the thing which Justin is so over it when I do it, but he sometimes does it as well, where he will be playing music and I'll be like, turn this shit off. It fucking sucks. And then 6 or 12 months later, I'll be like, have you heard this? This whips. And he'll just be like, yes, I have. He was like, when the Geese album came out, Getting Killed, and it's so good. But when he first started listening to it, I'm like, this fucking sucks. Turn this shit off. I never want to hear it again. And now I'm like, if I don't listen to Geese every single day, I'm gonna die. It's my favorite album of the last 2 years.
I was like Dan, Dan's telling me for about a bazillion years to listen to Bad Omens, and I was just like, nah.
What's Bad Omens?
I'll get to it. A band.
Okay.
Has one of the hottest men in metal as their frontman, Noah Sebastian. Gorgeous.
I'm investigating because I've genuinely never heard of this band before. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Diva?
Excellent. But I resisted for so long. And then when I finally did, he's just like, fucking told you. And I know, Riley.
Oh, no, I've seen this man before.
Yes, you've seen that. I've shown you that man before. He's beautiful.
You definitely have. Also, I think Emily maybe has.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous and he's also like 6'3". And I'm like,
also,
Daddy.
I have just had, I can see that for you. The other thing that I'm going to say, my controversial take is that I think that Noah Khan is Taylor Swift if you're not a Taylor Swift fan. I'm saying this as
I couldn't care less for Noah Khan. I couldn't care less for, what's his fucking name? Alex Warren.
What's Alex Warren?
Everyone was obsessed with that song Ordinary for a while there.
I have no idea what that is. And I'm saying, like the Noah Khan thing, I'm saying as someone who likes Noah Khan. Like, I like his music, and I think he has a couple of really good songs. He's very, very...
Never listened to a single song of his in my lifetime and probably won't.
Some of his song, Porch Light, I was like, wow, better put this song on and think about complicated family relationships and ruin my own month, which I've done repeatedly. But it's like, he's the type of thing where it's like, if I want a very specific type of song, it's like, I'll just go to him and listen to that.
Yeah.
But not my like... I wouldn't put it in my like top favorite type of thing. And I do think it's like a little bit of like the overhypedness.
Would you believe that my children's favorite song right now is a Motionless in White song?
What? I didn't even know Motionless in White still existed.
They do. I mean, I like Motionless in White. I think their vocalist Chris, who is a like Rhea Ripley, literally looks like him in female form. They wrote Rhea Ripley's WWE intro music.
Oh.
Yeah. But like Chris, I cannot remember his last name. Chris from Motionless in White.
Cirilli?
Yes, thank you. Is genuinely one of the most talented vocalists in the game, I think. He's classically trained for one. He's excellent.
I don't think I ever really listened to...
They're definitely not your kind of thing, but they just released a new album. But they did a cover of an 80s song by Corey Hart called Sunglasses at Night. My children...
Oh, I know that song, yeah.
Yeah, they covered that song. My children are obsessed with it. They have to listen to it in the car on the way home from childcare every single day.
Oh, my fucking God.
It's so funny. And they sing along. I will try and record a video of it when I go pick them up later. Actually, probably not because I'll be driving. Because Dan will have left for work. But I will maybe put it on when we get home and I will send it to you. They sing the whole thing.
That's so funny.
It is absolutely hilarious.
Believe that they
are still around.
Yeah.
And honestly, their music is arguably better now than it was like 10 years ago.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Although I'm looking at the list of bands where they've like toured with them before and I'm like, fuck, this is like looking at my iPod when I was like 13. It's like Atreyu is on there.
Oh, yeah.
Loved Atreyu back in the day.
Asking Alexandria. Everyone had an Asking Alexandria phase. Honestly, their best album is an album from like the last 5 years.
Yeah, this is how much I've fallen off of like music that I used to listen to. Is like I didn't even realize that half of these bands although I will say, looking at the Motionless in White Wikipedia page, there is a diagram on the bottom of when the members have been active members.
Yeah.
Which is so funny. It's like all color coded.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time Wikipedias do that.
Yeah.
For band members because like when you've been a band for as long as some of them have, you've had a lot of lineup changes.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have been a band since 2004. So, fuck, we're old.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I love that we were like anti-TBR and then we've just spent 20 minutes talking about musicians and music artists that we do like.
Yeah, we've just been throwing it back, really. It's
fine.
Although, actually, a song that I have been listening to like on repeat lately, and I do this probably like once a year, is Dancing on My Own by Robin. Which I think is one of the best pop songs ever written.
It is a good
it's
one.
It's a fucking banger for a reason. But yeah, I put that shit on and I like ramp that up. Also, another song that I've been listening to at the moment in my like, which is just, I told Dale that I was listening to it when I was walking home and he's like, baby, that's a cry for help. And it's Ribs by Lorde. Like I've just got that on and I'm like, yep, time to walk home in the vaguely misting rain thinking about Ribs. And Dale's just like, all right.
You do you, babe.
You do you, but I'm concerned. Yeah. Big vibes.
I fear I have run out of things to talk about.
Yeah, same. I'm just like, well, we got to an hour and a half, which is pretty good for us considering how much we've been fucking talking.
Honestly, this will probably be one of those episodes that I just
yeah, I don't think there's much that we
cut out a couple of little bits here and there and slap the whole thing.
It's pretty good.
Clean up the audio and slap it up.
And we're not saying that that's us being lazy. What we're saying there is that we're getting better at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We were far more concise today than usual.
Exactly. We've just got to be really overtired every time we record.
But here's the thing though, is we also didn't have reading updates to do because we did the reading updates on the live stream yesterday.
Yeah. So
if you want the current reading updates, go watch the live stream.
Yeah, and obviously like we did the live stream, so there wasn't a regular episode this fortnight because of the live stream.
Yes, there was.
Wait, there was?
There was. The live stream was bonus, my guy.
Oh, yes, there was. I was like, hang on.
Yeah, there wasn't an episode this week because there just wasn't an episode this week.
It's an off week. Yeah, that's right.
So you all just got 2 hours of bonus shit chat from us.
Yes. And then the only thing I will say is we've gotten to, it is, what day is it? 14th of August. Neither of us have started the book challenge.
That's fine.
We've
got 2 weeks.
We have 2 weeks and it's just Gone Girl, which we've read before and it's going to be a quick and easy read.
Worst case, I'll just read the fucking Cliff Notes. No, I won't. I'll read the book.
No, you'll read the book. I'll audio it. I'm going to, I have to clean my house this weekend. I'm going to audio it.
It'll be 2 nights of reading for me and I will get it done.
Simple.
All right, with that, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
All right, bye.
Bye.